Hello, 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 and welcome to Story Time. Let's see who we have in the building. Hello, our most featured YouTube Storytime Fairy is in the building. How are you, Seven Lex Fairy? So glad to see you, sis. Thanks for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you had a good day. She says hi. I'm doing well, and yourself? I'm doing pretty good. Seven Lex Fairy. Just had a medical appointment today. I've had those for the past couple of days. So outside of that, stomach bothering me just a little, but nothing to keep me down. Nothing to keep me down. How was your day? Did you have a good day today? I gave you a thumbs up and shared this stream on my Twitter and community tab. Thank you so much for that, sis. Said you're doing well. I'm glad. I'm glad. I see we have my sister Gigi in the building. Gigi says, welcome to Story Time. Yes, I had a wonderful day. Did you do anything fun? Seven Legs Fairy? How are you, Gigi? Welcome, welcome to Story Time. Appreciate you joining me here. We have the hardest working man in the YouTube land in the building. He's actor slash full-time student slash basketball player slash part-time vlogger slash part-time band member. I'm gonna run out of slashes after a while, but he is in the building. He still finds time for story time. How are you, Kane E. Moore? He says Oliver, Machi, and Aiden are sick. Oh my goodness. Sorry to hear that. Oh man. Gigi says, I'm great, sis. My pleasure. We have Shawana's Creative Circle in the building. It says, hey, sis, Deb's got Tidings, and Gigi's Gluten-Free Lab. How are you, Shawana? So glad that you could join us tonight for story time. Gigi's shouting out Kane, and Shawana's shouting out Kane and Seven Legs Fairy. Seven Legs Fairy says hello to Shawana Creative Circle, and she's all smiles. I hope you had a great day too, Shawana. Kane, I hope Oliver, Machi, and Aiden seek some medical attention with everything that's going on around us. We have Naruto is awesome in the building. Says, what's up? Cough, cough. Oliver Moore is in the building. Says, hey. Well, I hope you all go and seek medical attention to get rid of that cough, and hope it's just the common cold. So you all need to go and get that checked out, because you don't want to keep spreading it back and forth among yourselves. Seven Legs Fairy shouting out Shawana. Machi's in the building. Machi's sick also. Oh man, you all, yeah, Machi, you all need to go check on that, because you don't know what it is, and you don't want to keep passing it around like hot potato. Well, I am going to go ahead. Gigi says, welcome to Storytime to Shawana. Kane says, told you. Yeah, you all need to go get it checked out. Need to be taking your vitamin C and D and everything during this time. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started with our story. We have our very own 50 plus, aka Gifty Plus, in the building. How are you, brother? I hope you're feeling well. 50 shouting out me. We have beep, 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 beep. The short bus pull up just rolled up on story time. How are you, brother? He says, Deb, hello. 50 plus says hello to everyone. Short bus says hello to all. Seven Lakes Ferry is waving and smiling at you guys. I appreciate you all joining me tonight for story time. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Gigi says, welcome to Storytime to Machi. Naruto is awesome and Oliver Moore. So I'm not going to prolong the time. I'm going to go ahead and get right into our story. Gigi's shouting out 50 plus. Our story, it was so funny because the story tonight, surprisingly, is centered around one particular YouTuber. And this is the first story that I've done, aside from the one that I did on Gigi. But out of all of the YouTubers, this one is featured around one particular YouTuber. Shawana's saying hi to 50 plus. Gigi says beep beep. Short bus pull up has pulled up. Short bus says 50. What up, bro? And Gigi, hello. And Shawana's shouting out short bus shouting out Shawana. And it's not a long story, but like I said, it's centered around one particular YouTuber. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. There was an old woman named Denise Say What's on My Mind McKay. Say what you will or say what you may. I never met anyone quite like Miss McKay. She's a particular woman. She's a peculiar woman, I must say, because you never know what she's going to say. I hear an echo. One minute she seems to be simply a sweetheart. To everyone she passes, she bids a good day. And she's ready with maps if you've lost your way. The next thing you know, she says what she may and doesn't care if she offends anyone in any way. Her hair is dark brown with 2 streaks of gray, and her purse is made from flowers of crochet by Ola Joe, the crocheting sailor who works down at Mary's place. She buys fabulous designs on a budget, so they say, and smart needle crafts almost every other day. Her greetings and hugs have been known to go on for several days, but she wakes up each morning with something negative to say. It seems Miss McKay would be able to foster family fun, but her and her friend Lux Granny Grace just can't seem to control their tongues. We all know Deborah catch it by faith, but when it comes to Miss McKay, you must catch her words with grace. One day T. Frey Ford met Miss McKay, and after hearing her speak, she didn't know what to say. If the plump travelers met Miss McKay, she would probably have something negative to say about their weight. Miss Denise say what's on my mind McKay seemed very polite. Excuse me, she'd say, but she seemed not to care when she opened her mouth to say what she may. She had her house built in a tree in the Barrel Boy Woods, down by the bay. Down the path where Kiwana grows, you'll hear her say. It's near where Jolo is fishing. He's fishing like a local, she would say. Where she dangles a tire swing down for the children to play. Miss Mackey has a classy cookery, and she's always dazzling in the kitchen. She's famous for making a sweet potato souffle. She'll give you several helpings but won't let you pay. She carries around sandwiches ready to eat, but when she offers you one and you accept it, you see, she looks at you like you were a thief. That of all was the oddest of things. I can't tell whether Miss McKay is nice or mean. I took the sandwich and took a big bite, but I waited until Miss McKay was clean out of sight. Whatever it was, I didn't have a clue what Miss McKay was going through. She only eats foods when it's served from Gigi's Gluten-Free Lab on a tray, and doesn't use a fork when she's eating her food the mukbang and things way. She owns several pigs and only feeds them hay. When she addresses them each day, you'll hear her say, "Pig sweet." She'll lend you her coat without delay, which was woven into flowers from yarn and crochet. She's a sweetie pie. You can't take that away. The problem is you never know what she might say. When she opens her mouth, you shoot her a glare, wondering to yourself, did Miss McKay really care? If she offended you in any way, while thinking to yourself, should you walk away or stay? On Sundays to church, she puts on a crochet beret. And according to Jeff, never once has she missed a word the pastor said. She's just living life and joined the choir. Singing for the Creator, she feels inspired. As told by Tina, her voice is quite bad, but she sings anyway. It's always quite sad, as people would say. She sings from her heart, where it lays all along, and then she lets out this terrible tone. If you meet her holding her trumpet, you'll hear her say, "Where's Mouse and Friends? 'Bout time you came to hear me play. I think you should meet Miss Denise Say What's on My Mind McKay. I know you want to meet her. I know you can't wait. But remember, if you stop by, she'll insist that you stay. She has a comfort zone lifestyle, but you'll really think she's wild when she opens her mouth. Miss McKay will mess up your Thursday vibes if you let what she says get inside your head. I wish that this nonsense with Miss McKay was all a dream, because I could never decide if she's nice or mean. When it comes to Miss McKay, what should you do? Listen for a minute and I'll tell you. Understanding Miss McKay is just key. That's if you really want to be in her company. I've learned in time the tricks and rules to hanging out with Miss McKay. Choose your words carefully and watch what you say. If ever you should have the chance, I insist you meet Miss Denise Say What's on My Mind McKay. But you can't take to heart what she may say. I promise Miss McKay, you will also defend. Once you meet her, you will become her good friend. Miss McKay seems as polite as can be, but she never says thank you and she never says please. She'd march off without debate once she opened her mouth to say what she may. What you've heard about Miss McKay may seem contrary, because Miss McKay can seem quite scary. The problem is you can't be in a hurry when getting to know her. Everyone changes, each one of us here so. Miss McKay, you shouldn't fear, you know. Miss Denise Say What's on My Mind McKay is nice. That we all know, but it's just that she happens to be that and more. Learning her ways is just a big test, because the words from her mouth is sometimes a mess. The problem is you never know what she might say. Say what you will or say what you may, I never met anyone quite like Miss McKay. She's a peculiar woman, that's all I have to say, because you never know what words she'll throw your way. You'll always remember the day you met Miss McKay, because the next thing you know, she says what she may and doesn't care if she offends you in any way. That concludes my story tonight. I told you it was a short one, but it was solely dedicated to Miss Denise Say What's on My Mind McKay. The YouTubers featured in this story tonight, I didn't have a truckload of them, was our featured YouTuber, Miss Denise Say What's on My Mind McKay. Excuse me. Simply a Sweetheart. Ola Joe the Crocheting Sailor. Mary's Place. Fabulous Designs on a Budget. Smart Needle Crafts. Foster Family Fun. Lux Granny Grace. Deborah Catch It by Faith. T. Frey 4. Plump Travelers. Barrel Boy Woods, Kenwana Grows, Jolo is fishing, fishing like a local, Classy Cookery, Dazzling in the Kitchen, Gigi's Gluten-Free Lab, Mukbang and Things, Sweetie Pie, According to Jeff, Just Living Life, Singing for the Creator, As Told by Tina, Mouse and Friends, About Time, Comfort Zone Lifestyle, Thursday Vibes, Just Key, and those were the YouTubers featured in the story tonight. Let's see who walked in while I was reading. See where I left off. Okay, Shiwana shouting out Short Bus. Short Bus shouting out Shiwana. Says hello. Short Bus says, had to pull up. I haven't been on YouTube in a minute. Yeah, I was noticed I hadn't seen you. Short Bus. So it's good to see you again. Thank you for coming. Shiwana says, Kanye Moore, we had fun this weekend at Universal Studios in Florida. Oh, you were down in Florida, Shiwana. Oh, okay. All right, in Orlando. We got Pam Money in the house. Ain't no party like a Pam Money party, because a Pam Money party don't stop. How are you, sis? She says, hi, Deborah's got tidings. Hello, everyone. We have Sharonda, the goddess, in the house. She says, hello, darling host. And hello, everyone. How are you, Sharonda? So glad that you could join me tonight. Gigi says, welcome to Storytime to Pam Money. 7X Fairy says, smash the like button, everyone. Thank you for that reminder, 7X Fairy. I appreciate it. Pam Money says, thanks at Gigi's Gluten-Free Lab. Sharonda the goddess says, hello, darling Gigi. Gigi says, welcome to Storytime, Sharonda the goddess. Short Bus says, Pam Money, how are you? And Short Bus says, Ravens Nation. Pam says, hi to Short Bus Pull Up. Gigi says, wow, that was great. Thank you, Gigi. I'm glad you liked it. 7X Fairy says, great story time as always, Miss Deborah. Thank you, 7X Fairy. I'm glad you enjoyed the story. I take it we don't have any birthdays in the house tonight, because most of us in here have celebrated our birthday. I don't know about Pam and Sharonda, but if anybody has a birthday tonight, throw it in the stream. Let me know. We would not like to leave here without celebrating you Storytime style. Okay, so I guess there's no stories. So I am not going to prolong the time. I had a medical appointment again. I've had for the past 3 days several medical appointments, so I didn't spend a lot of time. I spent some time, but I tried to get a story that wasn't as long, and so I was able to find it, put this one together. Denise's name was just so perfect uh, for the story. I haven't really seen her recently in Storytime, but I know she always watches the replays because I always get comments from her for the replays. I just would have been excited if she had shown up tonight to see that the story was a tribute to her. But I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with this story, with the rhyming scheme kind of going on, and her name was just so perfect. It just fit the story so perfect. But it didn't allow me to enter as many names. I got a few in there, but not as many as I normally put in there because of the type of story. But I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping in to see me for story time. I don't take it lightly. You could have been somewhere else. I always get excited when it's story time, and I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me for story time. Story time is every Monday, Wednesday, Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern time. So I thank you, thank you for joining me. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody, because I tried to start on the stream where I left off. But Naruto, Oliver, and Machi, please, with all that's going on out there, go seek some medical attention. Because with the coughing and stuff, that's your body's way of telling you that you need to seek medical attention. Maybe your immune system is a little off because of the traveling and stuff. Maybe it's a little off. But definitely, most definitely go, because you don't want to just keep passing it also back and forth between you. You know, hopefully it's just a little cold that you got going on, or something from the pollen or whatever, the blooms and the change of the season, because I know a lot of times the change of a season will aggravate my asthma and have me coughing like that. And you see, we're getting ready to transition over into our winter weather. We got our fall weather here now, and I've noticed that some nights were a lot cooler than others. So, you know, maybe it's just something from the changing of the season, and maybe, you know, some of the stuff that's still blooming, you know, because you have stuff blooming in the fall as well as in the spring. You still have a lot of stuff that blooms in the fall. So maybe, you know, maybe your cough and stuff is from that, but we're hoping that you go get it checked out. We have As Told by Tina walked in the building. Unfortunately, Tina, I'm done with my story. It was a little quick one dedicated to Miss Denise Say What's on My Mind McKay. But you did get a cameo in the story tonight, Tina, so you're going to have to catch the replay. But I certainly appreciate you stopping by Storytime. We have Nick Nafel in the house. Says, hello, new here. So glad to have you, Nick. You unfortunately missed the story, but you can catch it on replay. We certainly appreciate it. Nick Nafel said, my birthday is today. Okay, so we'll celebrate you Storytime style. As Told by Tina says, host, I will. And hi to Shiwana. Okay, we're going to go ahead and celebrate Nick Storytime style. Nick, what song do you want? Marilyn Monroe version or the Stevie Wonder version? Gigi's welcoming Tina to Storytime. Says, welcome to Storytime. Which version do you want, Nick? Marilyn Monroe or Stevie Wonder? Stevie Wonder. Okay, give me 1 minute. All We're going to sing happy birthday to Nick, Stevie Wonder style. Let me pull up the song. All right, Nick says he wants birthday Stevie Wonder style. All right, here we go. Stevie Wonder, a Stevie Wonder birthday for Nick. This one's for you, Nick. Stevie Wonder birthday. You know, it doesn't make much sense. There ought to be a law against anyone who takes offense at a day in your celebration. Because we all know in our minds that there ought to be a time that we can set aside to show just how much we love you. And I'm sure you would agree it couldn't fit more perfectly than to have a world party on the day you came to be. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yay! Happy birthday to Nick Nafel. That's how we celebrate you, Storytime style. Nick, look at that. Boy, they're throwing you cakes. They're throwing you ice cream. They're throwing you cupcakes. You got balloons and the confetti going. That's how we celebrate you, Nick, Storytime style in this Virgo season. But I am not going to prolong the story time. Again, I thank each and every one of you for stopping in to see me and hang out with me for a little bit in story time. Story time is every Monday, Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern time. I will see you at the next story time. Always remember, until we meet again, may His peace be with you. And always remember, I have a will to live. I'll see you at the next story time.